Hey guys, Dan here with Battlefield Curator, and in one of my previous videos we discussed how Royal Tiger Imports was going to get M1 Garands from Ethiopia and sell them on their website. Well, this day is the day. By the time you see this, it's probably going to be over 24 hours since they posted the M1 Garands for sale. But they did have a video that they also posted on YouTube, and it kind of went over the M1 Garands and went over some close-ups. They did get some shots of a few different rifles in their inventory. And the thing about these M1 Garands from RTI is that they are refurbished. So right now they're offering refurbished M1 Garands. So far from what we know from their video, they discussed about them and they're Parkerized, and they have a new wood stock. And if some of the old barrels are just too worn, they said that they switched them out for surplus barrels that are not as worn. So if we look on their website, you can see that they have them listed. And actually what I did was I also went to the CMP's website, and the CMP, the Civilian Marksmanship Program, they also sell M1 Garands. What I did was I broke down and compared the two on a chart. So let's take a look at the chart that I came up with so we can compare the differences and the similarities between these two rifles that you can get from two separate entities. The CMP being a nonprofit organization and Royal Tiger Imports being a for-profit company. Alright, so when we talk about the CMP specials, that's referring to the CMP M1 Garands that have been refurbished. So right now the CMP is offering on their website only the CMP rack grade special. Now if you were to go to the Talladega Marksmanship Park store, which is right now the only store open, they may have CMP special service M1 Garands. But either way, we're going to go over these three right here. So the CMP rack grade special, the price is $750. And then we look at the CMP special M1 Garands that are the service grade. You're looking somewhere from $950 to $1250. Now if we compare that to the Royal Tiger Imports M1 Garand that has been refurbished, they start at $14.99 and go as high as $21.99. The reason for the one being $21.99 is that that's because that's a special Beretta Roma made receiver. So do these M1 Garands come with clips? Yes, all three of these M1 Garands come with a standard 8-round end block clip. USGI, by the way. The CMP rack grade special, which is $750, you can mail it in, or you can go in person to the Talladega Marksmanship Park store and get one. Now the CMP special service grade, you would only be able to go in person, so you'd have to travel there. Now the RTI M1 Garand, that one you can get online and go through their website portal and order it online, as opposed to doing a mail-in order form or doing anything going over there in person. Now the CMP also, you have to meet the prerequisites in order to buy or purchase items from the CMP, and especially rifles. So I have a video in the description where you can see what the M1 Garand ordering process is. And if you're not familiar with that, watch that video so you can get an idea of what you would need to meet the prerequisites to order an M1 Garand. Time to ship. So if you're going to get the CMP special rack grade M1 Garand and you're going to do a mail-in order, it takes anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks to process the order, and then on top of that would take 14 to 16 weeks to deliver. That's quite a long time. 3 to 6 months is what kind of you're looking at if you're going to do a mail-in order. The CMP special service grade, you would just go in person, so there's travel time involved with that to go pick it up. And the RTI M1 Garand, you can order that right from their website. It should take 1 to 2 weeks to deliver. All right, so manufacturers, the CMP is currently offering the Springfield Armory, the Winchester, the H&R, and the International Harvesters. While the RTI is offering the Beretta Roma, the Harrington Richardson, the Springfield Armory, and the Winchester. The barrel on the M1 Garands are a little different for these entities. If you get one from the CMP, they're going to have a new Criterion barrel. Now the RTI ones, they're going to have a USGI surplus barrel. Now, are these coming with a new stock? Yes, all of these M1 Garands have a new stock. So when we look at the metal on these M1 Garands, the CMP special rack grades, only the receivers are going to be Parkerized, newly Parkerized. None of the parts, or maybe some of the parts, might not be newly Parkerized. On the CMP's website, they state that the rack grade special will have pitting on the above the wood line on the receiver. And we will look at the CMP special service grade. You're going to look at Parkerization on the receiver and a lot of the parts. Now, as far as we know, the M1 Garands from RTI, all the components in the receiver are going to have a new Parkerized finish. Import mark. So the good thing about the CMP M1 Garands is that they don't have import marks. The RTI M1 Garand will have an import mark. Alright guys, well that's the comparison between the two. I hope you would be able to find 30-06 if you're going to order one of these. So let me know your thoughts about the CMP M1 Garands versus the RTI M1 Garands. And also I've linked the Royal Tiger Imports video of their M1 Garand releases in the description. Let me know what you guys think. And if you enjoyed this video and you like this kind of content, be sure to share it with your compadres. And as always, be sure to learn history and curate history. Make it a great day.